Hello, and welcome to the Daily Weather Report in the U.S. The date is May 15, 2014. The time is 12 p.m. EST, while it is 7 a.m. at the prime meridian. Here we see air masses in the U.S. such as the continental polar and the maritime tropical air masses. Here we see a warm front, and this moves due to the maritime tropical winds. The warm front is when warm air moves into cold air, and this rises slowly and causes moderate rainfall in the front. This is a cold front, and this is caused by continental polar winds that come from the north and shift to the right due to the Coriolis effect. Cold front pushes into the warm air, and because it's less dense, the warm air rises, and it rises quickly, and this causes heavy rain for a short period of time. Cold fronts can also make thunderstorms, because when the warm air rises, it condenses, and then it causes rain or precipitation. The electrons from the cloud hit the ground, and when the electrical discharge occurs, it makes lightning. Here we have an occluded front. This is when warm and cold fronts run into each other, and this causes precipitation along the occluded front. Here we have a stationary front, and it's pretty simple. It's when cool air and warm air collide but don't move. This causes precipitation along the stationary front. Here we can see the high pressure and the low pressure. So the air in the high pressure moves into the low pressure, but due to the Coriolis effect, it deflects to the right, making a J shape. And because of this, you have a series of J-shaped winds that move from the north to the south. You could see that here there are pretty overcast conditions, and that's because it is by the cold front. The cold front causes rain, and the heavy rain makes clouds, which make the sky not visible. The winds here are generally in the 20s to 30s, and although it is pretty fast to be on land, it is not fast enough to make a hurricane. To make a hurricane, or a strong hurricane, you need at least 100 knots, and a hurricane works when descending air moves into the low pressure center, or the eye of the storm. Then it spins around the eye wall and gets warm and moist, and then causes a lot of disruption in the water, and that makes a large storm. This is all for today, but be sure to stay put for tomorrow's video.